that, don't eat that.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on us.
The bear, it f***ing did cocaine.
That's right, we're reviewing Cocaine Bear, talking about Eli Roth Thanksgiving, and we're going to take a look at the Pope's Exorcist trailer. All today on Modern Horror Movie Talk.
It's insane, right? Art the Clown.
I'm something different.
Hi friends, it's your host Tyler Nichols, and yes, we have a new show on the Arrow in the Head Show channel. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about some modern movies, and I'm really excited about this because I see a lot of modern movies. I should say modern horror movies that I see a lot of. I'm not so great about all the other ones.
Isn't stuff like supposed to pop out at us?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's watch and find out.
Wow. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I came like right at you. Is this safe?
In terms of horror movies, I'm your guy. So yeah, we've got this brand new show going on, and you'll notice, on the other shows with the Arrow in the Head Show, Manson Brothers, there's two people. It's just me for now. However, we will have guests on sporadically. We're going to have people on to talk about various movies. So there will be people from the Arrow in the Head Show side and as well as the Joe Blow horror side. So I'm really excited about that. There should be some pretty interesting things coming up. Really, the most important thing that we got to talk about is Cocaine Bear. So first of all, let's get into our little summary of the movie. An odd group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converge on a Georgia forest where a huge black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine. I think that I can speak for many of the people on this channel in the way that we all love the stupid 80s and 90s movies of the killer bear, killer shark, killer whatever it is. I guess that is more technically 70s, but it's always been a fun subgenre, and it's one that's been grossly neglected. I mean, they've essentially just been relegated to the asylum level of like the Sharknadoes, which is too bad. We need to get back to the days of Lake Placid and Deep Blue Sea. I mean, come on, those are classics. Absolute classics.
We're gonna seal off this.
But how does Cocaine Bear really stack up against other, killer animal films? Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was able to see it opening night, and it's not anything that I would probably watch again. I think that for the most part, it's pretty standard in terms of pretty much everything that's going on. There's nothing, you're not going to see anything new in this movie. It's very been there, done that. To the point that, unfortunately, if you've seen the trailer, then you've seen the movie, really. They go through the whole plot. They show most of the kills, many of the funny moments. I watched this with a theater that was seemed to be very savvy in that when they would hint towards stuff and everyone seemed to know exactly what they were hinting towards. They were smart enough to figure out where the story was going. And so there's a lot of moments where it's like, ooh, it doesn't really work as a film in that it kind of treats the audience a little too stupid. And I don't know. I don't want to sound super negative with it. So let's get into some positives about it. There were some really fun aspects of this. I absolutely feel like this is going to be a film that people are going to really enjoy. Like there's going to be that type of person that really gets a kick out of this. However, whether it's my own unrealistic expectations or just wanting a little more from the horror side, it just didn't really deliver on those. I can't really even say promises because it's not like they made these promises, just expectations that I gave it for my own stupidness.
A bear did cocaine.
Positives. We'll just do positives. Also, I should say, I'll avoid spoilers and then go spoilers towards the end. let's be real. There's not really much to spoil in regards to this movie. Did you watch the trailer? Then it's spoiled for you. But if there's something more subtle, something that I think is a huge payoff, I'll try and not mention it. So don't worry about that. Though also, the fact that this is now Monday, I feel like most of the people that really wanted to see Cocaine Bear probably saw it on Friday, if not just sometime during the weekend. So if you're still on the fence about it, I'm not going to say anything that's going to completely ruin the experience for you. I mean, other than the fact that I kind of have a lesser opinion of it. But even then, I should say, it's kind of like Violent Night earlier, or the end of December. It's still a fun movie, but it just doesn't quite hit that extra level that you want. Though I will say I like Violent Night more than this, but it had a very similar vibe in that there's some potential here that wasn't quite realized. And I think that has more to do with the script than the directing. One aspect that I feel like needs to be talked about, though, Elizabeth Banks' directing. So obviously we've seen Elizabeth Banks in so many different things, but the fact that she has shown herself to be such a capable director is fucking awesome. She nails this. There's so many different storylines intertwining and it's handled very well. There's also the difficulty of the geographical location of these characters on this mountain and in relation to the bear that I think that is also absolutely nailed. And I think that these are the kinds of things that like kind of get glossed over when they're done really well in a movie. So I feel like I kind of need to make sure to, I don't know, point them out because they are so well done. Another thing that I got such a kick out of was Alden Ehrenreich. How do you young Han Solo? How do you say his name? Say it in the comments. Get down there and let me know how are you gonna tell me how to say? You can phonetically do it. I've even looked at the phonetics. I still don't understand it. Alden Ehrenreich. Wait, did I figure it out? Either way, he's a fantastic actor in this. His character is so much fun, and I wanted more characters like him. He was such a blast anytime he was on screen and had funny lines. I wanted more of that kind of a style and he's with O'Shea Jackson in this, he plays more of the straight man. And both of them work really well together. And if anything, I kind of wanted more of that story because that is absolutely the best story that's going on. The plot with Alden and O'Shea. It just has the humor, but it also adds in, there's this weird like hillbilly kid that's with his group of friends that then gets brought along with them. Gets brought along with Alden and O'Shea. He's one of the best parts of the movie. He's hilarious. And again, anytime it cut to other people, it was disappointing because I wanted to just spend time with those three. They were great. And I feel like too, the trailers, as well as if you go on IMDb, like Kerry Russell is listed first. However, Kerry Russell isn't really the main character in this. Yeah, she's in it, but there's several other characters that you could actually give that lead character, whatever, spot to. I don't have much of an opinion on her. I thought that the storyline in terms of her going to get the children was interesting, mostly because of there's elements where the kids do some stuff that's really funny. But even then, it just feels like missed opportunities. They didn't go quite as far with it as they should have for humor. And whether that's because this is a theatrical release, they're having to, really skirt the lines with the MPAA a little more.
Did you feed it cocaine?
I think that's a yes.
But Netflix and streaming in general has shown us, especially with comedies, of how much you can get away with. And so it's really, I don't know, seeing stuff like this, it's hard to not notice how much they kind of drop the ball in terms of the exaggerated, over the top, ultra violence angle. Because that's another aspect. All of the kills are shockingly tame. Shockingly tame. And I should say as well, the bear is 100% CGI, 100% CGI. So that makes sense in that if the bear is CGI, then obviously the kills have to have an element of CGI because of the fact that the bear is the thing that's doing the killing. So I understand that. However, there's just too many instances of stuff happening off screen, of us just seeing the aftermath, and it's to the point that I just don't understand why they went so far in some places, but then didn't go far in other places. Does that make sense? If many aspects of this movie really feel like they're trying to play to Gen Z versus, which again, I guess we're in that point where they got to play to Gen Z, but where they're not really paying any kind of mind to other audiences. And so there's just a lot of stuff in here where I have a hard time seeing how it would appeal to other people. I feel like this is me coming off very negative about this, but I should state too, I think that the worst sin a movie can make is being average. If you're so bad, then there's fun to have with it. If you're good, obviously, there's good to have with anything that's good. But it's that middle ground. It's the middle ground where you get into the sketchier stuff and where it's just, it makes you want to revisit it less, and it's less, I don't know, impactful. Which, when it comes to a movie called Cocaine Bear, I wanted it to be fucking balls to the wall insane. Which, to be fair, maybe someone watches it and goes, "Oh, that is balls to the wall insane." And maybe I am just too desensitized to it all, but I don't think I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just too desensitized. Maybe this is just an old curmudgeon-y man being like, "Get off my lawn." But I just wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted to have more fun with it. I've had more fun with asylum films than this, which, I mean, come on. If I had to, oh wait, there's still one more aspect that we need to talk about with this that is very important. Ray Liotta. Oh my God. How could I even think about not talking about Ray Liotta in this? Ray Liotta is amazing. And in this, he's even more amazing in that he's just a blast. I mean, I would have preferred if we got a little, Liotta doing some cocaine. We get a little bit of Henry Hill action going on. But here we don't get that. He's much more subdued, but he's still got that Ray Liotta-ness to him. And with this being his last completed role, it just, I don't know. I just enjoyed whenever he's on screen because it's the last time we'll see him in a completed role like this. Because, I mean, I hope that most of you are aware of the fact that Ray Liotta has passed. But for those unaware, he was able to do his ADR recording for this movie before he passed. And also, I guess, gave compliments to the effects of the bear. So he was able to see this stuff. And so it means they were able to technically complete his lines and all of that. So don't think that when you're watching it, they had to then make do with what they had. Nope, they were able to completely 100% complete this movie with Ray Liotta. So that's great. And he has some fun moments. And I'll always love Ray Liotta. In terms of a rating, if I had to rate this, I would probably, it's just so average, so average and so forgettable. But there are some entertaining moments. Alden Ehrenreich is phenomenal. He's so much fun. And if anything, just makes me more disappointed that we didn't get to see more Han Solo stuff with him. I don't want to be too harsh on it, despite the fact that seems like I was very negative during this video. I will mostly say that it is good in ways. There are entertaining aspects. It just didn't appeal to me in the way that I wanted it to. I wanted it to be more balls to the wall, more crazy, more intense, more insane, more, all of that. So I would give this a 6 out of 10.
Got into it. A deer, maybe.
No, don't eat that.
We got our movie review out of the way. What happened in horror movie news this week? First of all, we had Christopher Gans finally got funding for his return to Silent Hill film, which I don't know about you guys, but I loved the first Silent Hill. And so I cannot wait to see what they do with this, because I mentioned earlier of how the so bad it's good. I want something to be Want something, if it's mediocre, if it's really bad though, fantastic. The sequel to Silent Hill, so much fun, so much stupid fun, where it just shows the potential with that Silent Hill series, where if Christopher Gans is coming back, where he did a phenomenal job with the first film, like, it should be pretty sweet. There's not much information outside of the fact that it's been financed, but that's enough. We know it's coming. We know it's coming, which is awesome. And then this is an exciting one because for those of you that are unaware, I do the What the Fuck Happened to This Unmade Horror Movie show of ours on the Jill Blow Horror Originals channel. And I think it was last November, or actually not last November, the November before, we did it on Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. And finally, Thanksgiving is actually happening, shockingly. And so there's also a bunch of hit my mic. There's also a bunch of weird stuff going on with Borderlands where he wasn't able to return for reshoots, and there's some sketchiness going on with that, but we won't get into that. Just Thanksgiving, where I'm excited because Thanksgiving has always seemed like something that was really, really in Roth's wheelhouse. And so this is exciting. And so Patrick Dempsey being cast as the sheriff of the town. And then I believe they added that TikToker, the Addison Rae, who, I mean, whatever. She's in like one of the worst movies of last year, that She's All That remake.
But with Alden, that I could take some person and make them over. However,
hey, I'm down to see her get killed off in Thanksgiving. Let's do it. I feel like she's perfect for that. I don't know. I'm very, very interested. I love slasher movies. So, but I'm also not a massive Eli Roth fan. So I'm really curious as to how they'll pull this off. I really like the trailer, but extend that out into a full movie, who really knows? But let me know in the comments as to what you think of this Thanksgiving whole thing happening. Like, is it gonna even happen? Is it just kind of an excuse for the Borderlands? Well, what's going on? What's going on with this? Comment below. And finally, this is a real interesting new aspect that we're going to try out. We're gonna do a trailer reaction. So you guys can watch a trailer with me. We're gonna react to it. We'll talk about it after. And so this is also a segment. This isn't going to happen every single week because unfortunately there's not going to be a trailer every single week. Sometimes there's just not going to be. So because of that, we're going to only do it when there's actually a relevant trailer that releases. And while this, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, so this is what you consider relevant. Well, it's still Russell Crowe. It's still horror. Plus, I still wanted to give you guys an idea of what the show would be. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit down, watch this trailer together, and see how it is. So let's do this.
Whatever you do, you only do because God allows it.
Did he allow that?
Okay, then.
Father Gabriele Amort. On the night of June 4th...
That haircut. Ooh.
You performed an exorcism.
That was not an exorcism.
Oh, yeah, that accent.
The majority of cases do not require an exorcism.
98% are recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists.
The other 2%, I call it evil.
We have more questions for you, Father Amort.
You have a problem with me? You talk to my
It's
boss,
beautiful looking.
the Pope.
There's a case that needs your attention.
Bring me the priest.
I'm here to help, Julia.
Wrong priest!
Take caution. There are secrets buried there.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Is the Vatican sealed? The church has fought against this demon before. The Vatican covered it up. We need to find out why.
You've been played. You took the bait.
Oh my god, did they just reveal
Whatever
a big
you
twist
do,
in the trailer?
You only do because God allows it.
Did he allow that?
Imagine what could happen.
They're showing too much.
The devil possessed the soul of the Pope's exorcist. Who will defend you?
My faith does not require defense.
Well, yeah, that was, I don't know. It's a movie. It's something. I'll take Russell Crowe given that accent in anything. It's a very similar accent as to what he's got going in Thor: Love and Thunder, and oh my god, yes, yes, amazing.
To go there, you must be pure. Zeus is many things, but he's not pure.
Obviously, I can't imagine that this is going to be much of anything. Like, it's probably going to be quite shit, to be honest, but I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this looks good? Do you want to see Russell Crowe exorcising some of the Pope's demons? Let me know in the comments, and also make sure that you let me know what you thought of Cocaine Bear, because oh my god, just absolute insanity. But that's really all. Next week I'm really excited for this one because I don't know, I'm just excited about it.
Brace yourself.
Next week, we are covering the Children of the Corn remake. Not sure if we're going to have a guest yet, but regardless, we're covering the remake. And you guys might end up being shocked by my reaction because, I mean, I'm shocked by my reaction to it. So make sure to join us next week. Make sure to hit that subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. Let me know what guests you want to see on this show, what upcoming horror movies you want to see us covering, whether that's theatrical, through Shudder, through Amazon Prime, Netflix, anything streaming. Just let us know. We want to cover it. If it's modern, we want to cover it. So just let me know, and that's really all. I hope that you guys enjoyed our premiere episode of Modern Horror Movie Talk, and we'll see you next Monday.